It's Roth live at Comic-Con. I am here with none other than the producers of the highly anticipated Constantine. We've been talking a lot about this show on the site, which you guys know, actually.
You said nice things and we saw it.
I've never been in none other before, so
Yeah.
but it's all because of Constantine.
Yeah, you sort of tracking that sort of leads me to my first question, which is, are you tracking the online response? Are you tracking the fan response so far?
To a certain extent. I mean, it's important when you're adapting sort of an iconic character to, I think check in and take the temperature and sort of see if the character's being received or, we're staying true to the DNA. And it's the kind of thing that you can't be sort of slavishly, adherent to it, but, working on Batman and Superman, you track it a little bit.
Do you track it? Have you tracked that response today to Batman and Superman?
I haven't today because I've been busy doing all the Constantine stuff, but we'll get reports and things so we're aware of it.
In your ear.
Yeah.
How about you? What's sort of your take on all that?
I mean, it is really important. I mean, the fan base is huge to us because, I mean, the way I look at it is, Constantine is a character that was created by Alan Moore, and he sort of set the template. And a lot of great writers, starting with British writers, like through the years, sort of took their crack at him. And now we feel like it's our turn. Like, we have the keys to the car now, and we're taking it for a spin.
And we want to honor it. We're fans.
We want to honor it. Like, it was important from the very beginning. We said to NBC, look, this guy's got to be British. He's got to have blonde hair.
Yeah.
He's
Trench
gotta have
coat.
the accent.
Trench coat.
We got to talk about the smoking.
He smokes.
Let's clear that up once
we
and
never
for
said
all.
he doesn't smoke. He smokes.
He does smoke.
He does smoke.
And we're going to be, and it'll come up in story points, and we're dealing with it. There are certain limitations with the FCC, but we never said he didn't.
Okay.
And that we won't do some iteration if we're lucky enough for the Dangerous Habit storyline or something like that.
And we're trying to do it for fans with a wink and a nod, because we hope that they understand and can appreciate the fact that we're limited by broadcast standards and by the FCC, so we can't show smoking on air, but that's not going to stop us. So we'll see Constantine stubbing out cigarettes and lighting up cigarettes.
They will not be stopped.
We will not be stopped. We will not be
stopped. We have a question from our community coming in about the show.
Bring it in.
From Chris, who asked, what drew you to participate in the show? Well, we've just talked a little bit about that you're fans of the show.
Here, I was an OG fan. I actually wrote a fan letter. Constantine was introduced in Swamp Thing. I actually have a fan letter that was published in that original American Gothic arc where I was positing what the original evil was that was coming. I was writing it to Alan Moore, so I've been a fan of it for that long.
So let me ask you this. We had Guillermo del Toro on earlier where we were talking about his movie idea for Justice League Dark, right? And he is going to watch Constantine, just so you know.
Oh,
he told us.
Oh, we got
Guillermo's a friend. Guillermo's a friend.
Critic coming up.
But we've got the Spectre coming on here. Hey, listen, maybe we see Justice League Dark on TV first. What do you think?
I mean, at the moment, DC they're doing movie and film. I think that there's a Flash TV show, and we may see a Flash cinematically, and so.
I just think our focus too is just on making a hit TV show, and a TV show that people want to watch. And I think a lot of good things will spin off of that and can spin off of that.
Hopefully, we'll spin off of it. Yeah.
But we want to walk.
We got to launch, get our second season going under our belts. But it's our hope.
Possible.
It's our hope that we'll be introducing more occult, characters within the show and whatnot.
And maybe out from there. We never know.
Yes.
I got to ask, what's it like for you to not only bring this beloved character to life, but at the same time that, as we've just said, you're bringing another Batman and Superman back to the cinematic life. The reaction today to what was released was highly positive. How does that feel for you?
Look, it's great. It's a dream come true. I mean, I was weaned on comic books. I grew up going to the comic book store every Saturday, and I used to, draw pictures and write in letters, and just the fact that I get to make a living bringing these characters to screen, it's just a dream come true for me.
I got number one on our site right now is that picture of Wonder Woman. How scary was it to try and come up with the look for her? First Wonder Woman we've seen on screen.
TV didn't do it so well, did they?
I mean, Zach and our costume designer get all the credit for that.
Yeah.
I mean.
But you have something about you have a little bit of the design of the character, right? So in the script, but I'm going to credit you anyway. You wrote Rain somewhere someday. So talk a little bit about with Constantine. One of the big questions that I have in watching the pilot, and I think I know the answer to this, is the overarching storyline versus sort of the fun demon of the week element, not making it too X-Files, right?
No, we don't want to go X-Files. I mean,
it's combo.
It's a combo. We want the best of both worlds. I mean, we want to be sort of a serialized event show that people want to know what's going to happen next, but we also want to give the satisfaction of weekly storytelling. And we both grew up on that. And there's a lot of fun and freedom to being able to dip into a story and have different writers dip into a different story or mythology and just really blow that open. And the thing that's driving us more than anything is we want to make a scary show.
By the way, it's going to be not dissimilar to what they do in the comic books. Sometimes there were longer arcs in the comic books, and then sometimes there were standalones. And if you look at the original American Gothic story, I mean, there was this overarching mystery that the Brujeria were involved in, but then some of the individual episodes, like the vampires and whatnot, were kind of self-contained, and we're sort of going to be doing the same thing.
And our first season story arc is heavily inspired by the American Gothic story arc in Swamp Thing. So, I mean, again, we're going back to the source and to what Alan Moore did, and that's where we're starting our storytelling.
Thank you guys so much for coming by today. Thank you for your time. We're looking forward to Constantine for all things Constantine, Comic-Con, comics, everything. Keep it locked right here to IGN.
Thank you.
Thank you.